Welcome back to another episode of Brainworms. Why don't we wet our palates with this adult baby versus actual baby showdown on an airplane?
I had headphones on, I was sleeping. Why is the baby yelling? I'm not screaming. You want me to scream? You want me to scream? Scream.
So we haven't seen the face of the man complaining that there's a baby screaming on the plane yet, but the dude recording is just smiling, because what else are you going to do in that situation? You're like, great. I'm trying to fly home or go on vacation, and now my flight's going to be delayed because a grown man can't handle a baby screaming.
Please stop the baby. Please.
Please stop the baby. Yeah, just put a muzzle on it, or just hold your hand over its mouth. That'll be fine. That's a flight attendant's job, definitely. It makes sense.
Please. If that child was a black baby, what the be happening right now?
Did he just say if that child was a black baby, this wouldn't be happening right now? La meow. This dude must follow Sean King on Twitter. I mean, we all know black babies don't cry. If it was only a black, it wouldn't be crying. It makes perfect sense.
You want to be rational? No. We are in a tin can with a baby in a echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay?
I just don't know what's going on here. Like, this has to be this dude's first time on an airplane. If you've ever flown more than one time, you've probably flown with a baby crying, right? This is just how it goes. Parents, I'm a parent myself. You don't have to like it, right? You can be annoyed, but you don't ground the plane because of it, because you're freaking out. Let me tell you a little something that they invented over a decade ago that works really well. Noise canceling headphones, you dumb f. You would not believe how well they work to block out external frequencies. Then you put on one of your favorite bops, and you're just on that plane chilling. You might even catch a couple Z's. There could be a baby crying 2 rows over. You wouldn't even know. What kind of brainworms do you have to ruin a flight over a crying baby? It's just... Yeah! That is like the most common inconvenience on a plane.
Because you're yelling.
So is the baby!
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that pay extra to yell?
Flight attendant just gave him some serious sass, dude. It's like, you're yelling. He's like, so is the baby. It was like, yeah, well, you're a man. Apparently not, though, obviously, if this man's gonna actually freak out this bad over baby cry. I just can't, like, my brain can't process the thoughts that must be going through people's head to act like this in public over something so common, so trivial, so menial. Like, yeah, baby's crying. Sure, it's annoying. Bro, what? The even worse part is that it's my understanding this is a flight from Atlanta to Florida. That's like one of the shortest flights on the planet.
Congratulations.
Played yourself.
Shut up! No. You're disturbing me now. I don't give a you lower that baby's voice.
You know what? I didn't realize the severity of this man's hatred towards this baby. I think the only way to solve this, now that I think about it, is a death match. This grown-ass man versus a crying baby. First one to stop crying loses.
So now we're all getting deplaned.
And they deplane.
Well,
wow.
That's probably not how his wife imagined their Florida getaway going.
It's not exactly clear what happened to the man after he got off the plane.
I'll tell you what happened. His balls emancipated themselves from his undercarriage and went to Florida by themselves without him, because ain't no way a grown-ass man with a grown set of cojones is gonna ruin his wife's vacation in the afternoon of a plane full of people over a baby crying. Lord have mercy! Dude needs a brainworms tattoo right across his forehead. Christ almighty. Next, we got a little retail parking lot dispute taken into the store and then back out again. One of my favorite scenarios.
I think she could just cut people off in the parking lot too, because she has MS and we're all supposed to know that.
So Lady A gets cut off in the parking lot by what looks like Lady B here creeping into the shot. And it sounded like her excuse was that she has MS, which is why she cut her off.
You called me a bitch because I swung.
No one called you a bitch.
There you go. You swung in front of me.
Oh, she heard. She said it. Ah, she said it. She said it.
You just said it.
You left the lady in front
Do you
of
see
me.
this? She's pushing carts at me. Do you see this?
The carriage assault is such a classic Brainworms move. Anytime you see a Brainworms episode where we're doing some grocery store stuff, someone gets a carriage pushed into them. The best part, though, is subject B blaming her bad driving on MS, when we all know it's because she's a woman.
The preceding joke was brought to you by men.
This is not my car, so whoever you get to rent a car, but I sure have yours. So if there's any trouble, all because I saw you call me a bitch, I went in there, and that's too far for you. 1, 2, 3, 4
No,
spots over.
No one's saying
no
that.
one's saying that.
No,
No one's saying that.
Yes, you are.
No
one is saying
no.
that.
Your reaction.
What did you
It
need
was
this
how
spot for?
ignorant you were.
I was in the store, and I said, you had to call me a bitch because I got that spot.
Who called you a bitch?
Yeah.
In the
I think there might even have been a misunderstanding where she has MS, so she's probably got that handicap plate. So she thought someone was trying to take her handicap spot, so she cut in front of them, swerved right into that baby. And these people might have just been trying to go down the lane to find a spot, not even going after the handicap spot, because doesn't sound like that's what they were after. And I love the move where she's like, oh, by the way, this is a rental car, so if you get my license plate, it's not gonna matter, but I sure got yours. Definitely a rental car. Yeah, okay, sweetheart.
You could hear what I'm talking about in the car?
I could see your, yes, I could see
You just
it.
know everything.
You know everything.
I just know I'm not
And do you
going
think
to
it was
do my hair.
okay that you whipped a cart at me?
No, I pushed it.
Do you think that was okay?
Whipping is side
You
motion.
pushed it really hard at me. You think that was okay?
Excuse me, you can't whip a cart at someone. Whipping is side to side only. I push it very hard into you. Whip. Don't tell me I whipped a cart at you. That's disgusting. I would never.
You think that was okay?
It was for what you said.
You have mental illness. Then.
No, ma'am.
Yes, you do.
I know.
She was so casual about it too. She's like, no, I didn't whip it at you. That's crazy. Whipping is only side to side. And yes, of course it was justified because I saw you mouth the word bitch in the car.
You have mental illness. Then.
No, ma'am.
Yes, you do.
I know.
You are insane.
Might not be mental illness, we don't know, but it certainly is brainworms, baby! This woman said that her DoorDash never arrived after I delivered it to the hospital. She works in full of cameras, so you know I had to go back. Okay.
Excuse me, is Chris still on the clock?
Who?
Chris K?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Do you know what office you're looking?
There she is. Hello. So you didn't get the DoorDash order?
I'm sorry.
You didn't get the DoorDash order from earlier?
I'm at work currently, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
She even saw you with the food. I mean,
Okay.
you guys have
Oh no, her colleague didn't rat her out, did she?
order never arrived.
I did not.
What do you mean?
I didn't.
So why does it say that the customer says the order never arrived?
I don't know.
And he wasn't going to be.
Okay.
I didn't.
They couldn't make it for him, and then
Like, were you just trying to get free food and put my job on the line?
Didn't do anything.
they couldn't pay.
Okay, well, we have to figure something out because it says that the customer says the order never arrived and I got a contract violation.
Gotcha.
I'm an independent contractor,
Yeah, it's with
Okay.
Carrie, the
so that puts my job at
physician's
risk.
assistant.
So what?
The physician's
So
assistant.
This man came over here with cold hard facts, and she's just getting steamrolled right now. How pathetic do you have to be to do stuff like this? It's just like reverse stealing. I mean, but instead of just stealing from like a big box store, right? Which like some people try to justify because, oh, they have billions of dollars. You're putting this man's job in jeopardy because you're too lazy to pay for your DoorDash. Well, A, you're too lazy to go get your own food. And then you're too pathetic to pay for your food, and you're willing to put someone else's job on the line because you're a slug, basically.
we're gonna have to call DoorDash support off your phone because I wasn't the one that said the order never arrived. It's on your side of things. What?
I did it online, but it didn't.
It doesn't just randomly happen magically. You have to get a hold of DoorDash support directly to say that the order never arrived.
Okay. It's a shared account, so it might be
I'm
something
a
that
United
somebody
Healthcare
else did
Medicare.
accidentally. I would have to talk to them.
That's what it was. Oh, the shared account, classic. Yeah, my mom. I share the account with my mom. She probably accidentally called up and just said the food didn't arrive. Easy misunderstanding. I'll make sure it never happens again.
Okay, well, we're
Currently
gonna.
at work.
Yeah, I'm currently at work too, and now my job's at risk because of. I don't know. She said your boyfriend's name is Chris. She said she saw you with the food. So you got the food earlier,
You
right?
down here, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
first you.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I'm in the right place.
Okay.
So
Well,
I could have used the wrong card, and he refunded
it
because
wasn't.
he thought.
It wasn't.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
refund it. It's
What's
you.
your last name?
You reported the order as never arrived. There's no refund about that. Well, maybe, I mean, there is a refund if you don't get your order, I think, for your food. But that's the point of that is people don't get, like, my job's at risk. I can't just give you free food and sweep it under the rug. Like, it's not how it works. I have a job, too. I have 5 kids I got to feed. Like, it's not.
It says I actually have no kids, but, you know, I had to make her feel bad.
Well, I understand. So can we pull the phone out and figure out? Yeah, let's, okay. But you got the food earlier?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I didn't do it.
So the video ends there before any sort of resolution. We don't know what happens, but I guess it goes on to get super viral. It's got over like 25, 30 million views on TikTok, and the dude who posted it eventually posted an update.
You know, I just wanted to get her confessing on camera, you know, hey, I got the food, which she did. And after that, the video cut off, and I basically just told her, hey, look, I know, I guess we're not going to get this solved right here, right this second. I said, but you got until the end of the day to get this contract violation figured out. I said, or if I wake up in the morning and it's still there, when I come back tomorrow, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be a fun time. And I said, understand? And she said, I understand. And that was it. So I walked out. Anyways, days go by, or not days, the day goes by. I wake up in the morning and that video is probably at 8 million. I go to check my DoorDash app. Definitely don't have a contract violation on there anymore. So she definitely took care of it, but man, y'all was eating her up in that comment section for real. It was almost make me feel bad for her at some point, but I just know that's gonna be an awkward little work environment from here on out, because I know for a fact some of her coworkers was in them comment threads. I'm not even gonna get into all that, but
no, man, do not feel bad for a second, all right? You actions meet consequences. And listen, if you're gonna be a slime bucket, you better hope to God somehow, some way, the person you're a slime bucket to doesn't come around with their camera and turn you into a viral TikTok. Because you are now the loser at work that's willing to put other people's jobs in jeopardy to save a few bucks on a fucking DoorDash order.
I didn't do it.
Honestly, love to see it, right? There's no violence, nobody's getting hurt here. You just get shamed. You got shamed in front of millions of people, and sometimes that's what it takes to start making better decisions moving forward. What a feel-good ending to that one, huh? Wouldn't be a Brainworms video without something going on in a McDonald's, would it?
That's wrong.
Oh my
That's
God.
wrong. Hurt me.
You had 2 crispy chicken sandwiches now?
No. I had 2 McChickens.
I just, man, in my mind, all I want is for the guy behind the counter just to reach across and, oh! First her, and then, I don't know, fucking Walmart version of Dog the Bounty Hunter behind her, just for one after the other. Pop! Pop! Both on the ground, flopping around like a fish out of water. But no, he has to sit there and take verbal beratement because this dumb, and I'm gonna slow down. I don't wanna get ahead of myself.
I had 1 crispy chicken meal, 2 Big Macs.
Oh my God.
And 2 McDoubles with only mayonnaise.
I had 1 McChicken, 2 McDoubles, 3 large fry.
Sure. I'll help you with that, man.
Despicable. So this dude has to sit there and take it. There's a bunch of time that elapses while she's waiting for, I guess, the correct order. Like, she could have used that food that was in the bag, right? And just added the things that were missing. If you didn't throw it on the floor. Trash humans. Just garbage pail human beings.
All right, who has what? I have, that should have been asked earlier.
That should have been asked earlier before you put an extra large fry in my bag without my McChicken. Bitch, if you played your cards right, you probably could have gotten additional free food, right? Which I know your ass isn't gonna let go to waste. The fact that you threw that on the floor leads me to believe that there's even less of a brain in your head than I initially assumed when this video started. Which is hard to believe, but my God, the worms ate all of it. Every last ounce, morsel of your brain just eviscerated by worms. Now, watching people like this typically makes my blood boil, because when they're just so entitled and cruel and all around just disgusting garbage pail humans. But I find solace in the fact that there is a 100% chance they are just miserable all the time, living a miserable existence, surrounding themselves with other miserable people and projecting their misery onto everyone and everything they come into contact with. And they'll eventually just die miserable, surrounded by people that are also miserable or only there because of some familial obligation. But listen, there's always time to turn it around and to find the beauty in life and in having patience and, you know, kindness and all that good stuff. But until then, she can just go f herself. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hip thrust that mother and like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you. Peace.